What kind of calcium intake do you think is reasonable for people, especially those people approaching an age where, 50 or whatever they're...
The Maasai people and other cattle-raising people in eastern Africa often get 5,000 milligrams of calcium a day.
Wow.
For a long period of time.
Okay. And this is all from milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of publicity in the last few months about calcium supplements not being very helpful. And the most popular form of calcium supplement medically has been either calcium gluconate or calcium, I guess gluconate is probably the most popular.
Or citrate.
Citrate, yeah. Citric acid itself causes you to lose calcium in your urine. Lactate is another popular supplement. All of those have their anti-calcification effects, causing you to lose calcium or misplace it.
And here they advertise that calcium citrate is the only absorbable form for menopausal women, and you're saying that it actually inhibits some of the absorption of the calcium?
It activates the loss of calcium in the urine, where carbonate isn't quite as soluble if you don't have a lot of acid, but eventually all the way down your intestine it has a chance to absorb. So it's a very effective but safe supplement because the carbonic the carbonic acid, the carbon dioxide is the form that stimulates bone formation rather than breaking down the bone.
And a really easy way to get an adequate level if you don't drink dairy or drink milk or eat cheese is to do eggshell powder for calcium carbonate. And like where a quart of milk has about 1,000 milligrams of calcium. Am I correct, Dr. Peat?
Yeah, 1,000 or 1,200.
1,000 to 1,200. And if you have a quarter teaspoon of finely ground eggshell powder, if you take that 3 times a day with your meals so that your acid level is adequate, that's providing around 2,000 milligrams of calcium. And that's a quarter teaspoon is smaller than most calcium pills you swallow.
And there have been chemical analyses of comparing eggshells to the commercial calcium supplements, and they find that the lowest concentration of toxic heavy metals is in eggshells. Oyster shells are the next cleanest, but even they have slightly more of the toxic heavy metals.
Because naturally, as mammals, we accumulate heavy metals and things we want out of our circulation in our bones. And so if you're taking a calcium supplement that's from an animal's bones, then you could essentially be poisoning yourself. Is this correct, Dr. Peat?
Yeah. Old cows are sometimes used to make the bone meal, and their lead content is really high.